Roxy Music.
Good evening, good evening. So happy to see you here. So we've got a few people attending. We'll probably hang on for another 2 minutes or so to see if anyone else is going to join. If not, I'm going to start presenting. Then, obviously, for those who are not able to participate, the video will be made available, will be sent by email, and you can just watch the presentation. It's not necessarily a presentation. What I really want during this challenge, this presentation, this webinar, is to explain you how the challenge is going to work, and obviously give you an idea about what you should expect in case that you would like to join. The challenge is completely free. It's going to run along 10 days, 10 working days, as we'll keep the weekend for ourselves just to refresh our energy. And yeah, this is exactly what the presentation will be about, just explaining how everything is going to run. And then we will conclude with a session of question and answers, because I'm pretty sure you will have lots of questions to ask. We've got a few ladies here waiting for me to start. So I'm going to get straight into talking about how the days will run and what exactly I'm going to do and what you will have to do in order to give you a clear description of this scenario. So, this challenge is about helping you to create and upload a course. So, it's not about creating your content. So, in case that you think that I'm going to be the one creating the content, is not going to be me. You will be the one who is going to decide the what, the how, the why. The only thing which I'm going to help you with is just to kind of polish the content. We'll share you some good practice, which I'm pretty sure is going to be useful. And you will be the one doing the work, but I'm going to be the one pushing you to do it, because I will need to get the material from you in order to finish my part. So, if you already know about the topic you are going to teach, that's excellent, because all that time which you will need to spend to find a topic, if you don't have one, can be spent in doing some more research and see if there is any competition. And I'm pretty sure there is, because it's competition for everything out there. And then maybe just to run some tests with your audience. But what I'm going to do, I will share with you a few things. So let me just share my screen and literally tell you what I'm going to do from my end. So if I go into my system and just bear with me one sec and start sharing my screen. It doesn't look great. It's better now. So I'm going to share for sure a document which we will call it like 10 days challenge, and that's going to be a Google document, so very very easy to access. And this is going to be sent out to you once you literally decide that this challenge is going to be for you. So this document will be the one which will contain the the daily meeting link. So every day I'm going to um, upload the link. So I will update the link. You will also receive emails, but just to keep everything nice and simple and clear, when you go into this document, then you find all the links you need. So you will need the links for the meeting of the day. Then you will also have a link to join the Facebook group, because on that Facebook group and on the YouTube, you will be able to rewatch the videos which we are going to record on a daily basis. Plus, on that Facebook group, we might be able to actually give some feedback to the work you do in case that you want to share it. If you don't want to share it in the group, that's absolutely fine. Then you can share it onto a document which will be dedicated to yourself only. So on this main document, which will be shared to all of you to get access to, As I said, we'll have the main links and then we'll have the topics of the day. So we'll have things like what exactly is covered in that particular day with few questions you should ask yourself, and also some examples, plus some links for you to use and do. For example, on the first day, I always suggest to do some customer research. So I'm going, instead of asking you to do the research and find the right softwares or apps to to help you to get that kind of research, or to get the tips for, choosing the right topic for the course, or I'm going to put those for you. So all you have to do is just to click on that link, and each link will take you to a new document which will explain what you should do and why you should do it, to look for competition, for example, and see what other people do, and um, what's going to be useful for you not to do if it's going to help your course to get better. Then I'm going to create a document for every single participant. And on that document, you will have the general instructions. And when you click on the general instruction, you will be taken to the main document where you will find all those details. And the rest of the document, which is going to be on your name, will be dedicated to yourself and your course only. So in here, you will get feedback from myself. If you want feedback from the group, then you can post on the Facebook group. But if you only want to get some feedback for myself, or some help, or some, you want to ask a more like delicate question and you don't want to make it public, you can always upload that into this document, because it's yours, and the only people who are going to have access to it will be myself and yourself. So it will be very, very safe. And then you can also add the links of the stuff which you will produce throughout the course. All your copyright, the wording which you are going to use in the course, the images, everything, because you will have enough kind of memory to upload those videos and photos and the content, so that I can take it from this document and put it into your page, as you will have a page similar with what I'm showing in here. So right at the beginning, we'll start actually creating a page for every single participant. That's going to be done by me, so nothing to panic about. All I'm going to need from you will be some decent photos. So if you don't have any photos, we'll have to ask you to take a good photo, as long as it's, in a nice kind of environment. It can be in nature if you don't have a right setup, or some lightning. So just in nature, so that I need a photo of yourself as instructor, and then we'll also add some images related to the topic you are going to cover. And then we'll make a short description of what your course is going to be about. And we'll use this as a lead generator. So if you are going to start sharing the idea that you're going to create a course, you will also be able to get the email address and the names of the people who will be interested in purchasing your course, your cake course. So this is going to be a very, very basic page, which will be able to create practically on the second day. I'm going to be the one creating, but by the second day, you should be able to have all this information I need uploaded on your personal Google form. Then later we'll spend more time, and based on the material which you are going to provide me with, I'm going to create a sale page for your course. Now, you might decide not to sell this course. You might decide to use it as a lead generation. So just to attract your students and your audience for other courses, because I do understand it might be a bit stressful to get so much done in just 10 days. I mean, to be honest, when you get skilled in doing it, you can practically create a course in about 3 days if you allocate full time 3 days to do the recording and everything. But considering that you're doing this as a side hustle, and it's just, you know, on whatever time you can spare in a day, then you might think, I just want to create a short course to use to get familiar with the principle of creating a course and then just use it as a lead generation. So just to share it with your audience practically for free, just to get their details like email address. Okay, so but the technical side of those pages, the creation of the pages will be done by myself. So whatever you are going to tell me, this is what I want to teach, this is what the course is going to include, this is how much it's going to cost if you want to sell it, this is my email address, this is my PayPal account. You can get a PayPal link with PayPal Me, or if you've got a Stripe account or a different way of getting payment from your students, then you can provide me with that, and that's going to be included in your page. So in case that you decide to sell the course, it will be uploaded on our website for free forever, and the money when you sell it will go straight into your bank account, so we don't deal with any kind of payment. So because this course and this challenge will turn into a course at one point, at this very moment is just a challenge and it's free. It's in like a course in beta, where we try to make sure that everything runs smoothly before we start selling the course. Whatever you produce throughout this course is going to be yours and is going to be free forever. So you can stay on our platform for free forever, sell your course, and then just get the money into your account. So we don't deal with anything like that. But we also don't deal with marketing. So we don't market your course. We just help you to upload the course. Just to put it, imagine that, say, we do have a very big house, and we are happy for you to get a small room for free. Or we got a big shop and we are giving you a shelf where to put your products for free, but we don't know exactly what you're going to sell. And we are going to help you to make those products which you've got on the shelf to look nice, but we really cannot be made responsible for whatever is inside of your product. So if that's not good quality, obviously you will probably not sell very much, but we'll try to help you so that product, it not only looks great, but also has a huge value, so that people will. Oh, sorry, I just went on onto a different page. So people will be willing to pay you the money because they will think that the course is excellent. So we will help you with that. Okay, so you will have your very own instructor page on our website. Then you will have your sales page for your course on our website. Then you will have your private Google document where you will upload all your information. Then you will also have access to general document which will be accessible to everyone, where I'm going to share the important information and the links to access our Facebook group, our YouTube, and so on. And within that document you will get informations which will be useful for you to find ways to, I don't know, create that content in case you feel you are a bit struggled with doing that. So now going back to our kind of presentation. Okay. So I've explained you what's all about and what I'm going to do. Now we'll have to go day by day and see how you should spend the days to kind of complete the so-called homework. It's not homework, but it's something which you will need to produce in order to get with your course done at the end of the 10 days. Now, as I said, each day will come with recommendations of apps, softwares, videos, which will help you to get quick wins. I don't want you to get overwhelmed about, oh, how am I going to do this? So, as long as you've got a decent camera or a phone, You might actually have a very good equipment and you might not be ever even aware about what a great equipment you've got. And I'm sure you've got the knowledge. I'm pretty sure that you are an expert at something. If you've failed repeatedly on something, you've automatically turned up being an expert. And but we just have to find that particular topic. I personally, I will create your course page, and for that, I will obviously need some details from you, things like photo of yourself, a description of the course, and also things like, if you've got photos, um, if you want me to use a particularly, um, I don't know, um, email provider. If not, I'm going to set your free account so that when people are signing up for your course, they will be connected with your email provider. So again, we don't interact with that. But if you've got a preference, we'll try to work around your preference and then just get that sorted. Of course, to access your instructors page, you will have to sign up on our platform. And usually, when you sign up, you are registered as a subscriber and you get access to all our free courses. But I'm going to change that um, from subscriber to author, and then you'll get access to make some changes into your account and to your course. But for now, I'm going to deal with uploading the information because it might be a bit too much for 10 days to kind of get familiar with uploading the material. So as long as you've got the material, I can show you how to do it. And in future, you can do it by yourself. But to start with, it's going to be me who will put the links in the right place and do the design. But you will be able to update your profile and put things like links to your, just complete your bio. Say a few words about yourself, about your business, put your contact details, links to your all social um, profiles, the Facebook, the Instagram, whatever you've got. Put your phone number if you want to, your email address, so that your I'm going to use them to connect them with your page. And at the same time, people who will want to register for your course, they might know you or they might not, but they will be able to actually see who you are. Now, starting with the details of the first day. So just look at the first day. Okay, I'm sorry, I went a bit too far. So we'll look at the problems versus solution because literally that's what we want. We want to just find a way to establish our audience, to see who are we going to build the course for, and then find that ideal student. So you might think finding the right audience is automatically finding the right student. No, you find the right audience because your course is going to solve a problem. Yeah, so you've got a solution for a problem. So you need to find something, a topic, which will be useful to someone. That's going to be your audience. So I'm just going to get an example. Someone might be interested in learning how to pipe cupcakes. Okay. And then obviously your audience will be made out of people who are looking to learn how to pipe cupcakes. Now, your ideal student, it will have a slightly different profile. Will be a person who will be able to allocate time and it's got enough resources to just bear with me one sec. I think we've got someone trying to join in. Okay, so we've got someone joining, so sorry for interrupting. So obviously your student, it will have a different profile than your audience in the sense that not all your audience will have enough funds, enough money to pay for the course. So your ideal student will be the one who wants to learn about the topic but also has the budget to spend on that particular course. Now, as I've mentioned before, if you don't want to use your course necessarily to sell it, you want to use it as a lead generator just to attract some audience because you are right at the beginning, you want to build audience, then you might decide to, just enlarge this awareness and just make people aware that this is what you do and you are a specialist in doing like we gave that example of piping cupcakes. And it's very important to get that profitable course idea. So that's the first day of the challenge. Now, the second day will be about finding out how to connect with your audience. Now, there are many social networkings which we can get use of. I know it's not really great to be on, you know, Facebook, Instagram, uh, Pinterest, TikTok. Those social platforms can be really, really annoying. And they are crowded. I mean, it's so much, you know, competition out there. But somehow those social media platforms have got the audience which you are looking to attract. So right at the beginning, if you don't have your tribe already established, then you might want to start connecting with the audience. And if you don't have accounts on those platforms, you might want to start building. Now, you will definitely not go for all the social platforms because it will be far too much work. Saying that through my recommendations, I'm going to add some links for some platforms or softwares which you can use to actually um, post to multiple social accounts at once. So just do like a schedule. You plan your posts and you spend maybe a day or 2 days, depending on the amount of hours you can allocate to create like content for like a month, and that's automatically going to go out to different platforms. But the most annoying thing is not about the written content, because that doesn't really need to change it that much from one platform to the other. What's really, really annoying is the visual. If you use videos, if you use photos, they will all have to have different formats. If you put them on YouTube, they have to have a certain format. If they go on Facebook, a different one. If they go on Pinterest, a different one. TikTok, a different one. And that's just so, so annoying because you always have to spend time to resize that video, and that can take time. That's the reason why I say usually you choose one or maximum two platforms and you are very, very active on those platforms rather than being on all of them. But you should be with your name on all of them, but only be active in one or two. If Instagram is your sweet spot, or if it's Facebook, depends on the age category mainly, uh, then yeah, just dedicate your time to be there. Now, people sometimes say, yeah, Facebook doesn't work anymore. It does work, because on Facebook, actually, there are people who are having the money. They are like the old generation, which has the money to pay for the courses, while TikTok, Instagram, you get followers, you've got interaction, but typically are people who are just looking to get inspired rather than pay for a service or course. I'm not saying that's a general rule, but that's how the statistics shows that even if there is, especially with the TikTok that's quite crowded now, the most sales you get through Facebook rather than other platforms. But it's not a general rule, so it's worth trying. And whatever platform works for you, you will be fine. But in order to express yourself and put your name out there and then start sharing your knowledge, you obviously have to have a name, a brand, and that brand will include your color. You will decide to go for one color or multiple colors and just create a color theme. I will advise you to get some fonts. So if you use a particular font in creating your logo, or if you we will use the same font in creating the sales page, which I've showed you already. You just want everything to look like it belongs to you. It just gives that kind of brand awareness. People at one point will identify you because they will recognize the logo, the colors, and the fonts. If you keep changing them, they will just get confused and they will say, I don't think I've seen that before. But if you make that easy to remember, and if it permanently goes in front of the audience looking like similar, then they will remember about you. And also, along with creating those collaterals for your brand, to go social, you also have to have some material. Now, majority of the creators do have loads and loads of photos, thousands of photos, and lots of footage, like videos, which they've recorded while doing different bits and pieces, but they are just all over the place. And when they want to show something, I do know from people who are attending my classes and say, "Oh, I've made a cake the other day. Let me show you." And it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to look through thousands of photos to find a photo, a decent photo of the cake they've made. So you just have to kind of organize yourself. And as I said, on the day one and two, those 2 days will be spent to actually clear up your plans, decide exactly what you want to do, put your photos all together, think about your branding. If you don't have yet a logo, I can help you with that, but unfortunately not inside of this free challenge, because but obviously that's a different story. But I'm going to share some links in case that you want me to help you to build the logo. I'm going to share with you videos how to do it by yourself. And then if you get struggle and if you need my help, you can always just book me for helping you with the design. But I'm going to show you how to do it very, very simple in Canva. So I'm sure you will be fine with doing it by yourself. Well, I just want to mention it will be super important. I know people always put this on the side, but creating a Google My Business account is very important. Even if majority of us, we are kind of got fed up with Google and the way it works, it's very important, especially with the cake making, because you are more like kind of a local business. So if you've got a set, you have to have a setup. You can't really just do cakes in the middle of the street. So you do have a location where you work from, and then you will be able to actually create a Google My Business account, and then Google will promote you to the customers which live around you. And then what the good thing is about Google My Business, you can always constantly upload photos of what you did, and you can get feedback from your customers. And the amount of reviews, especially if they are very good, like 4 or 5, it will just encourage Google to promote you without spending a penny. I've never spent money in Google doing like Google advertising. All the customers I got were literally just because I constantly I mean, I'm referring to the bakery here, as I do have a bakery, so we intend to just upload continuously photos. And because we do have so many photos, comparing with other cake businesses around, we always get business from Google because we get recommended. And then you have to start interacting with your audience and share stuff. If you don't have your very own work yet, just share something made by others and just try and get the feeling and see if people are really, really interested in the stuff you want to produce. So you have to interact. Maybe just, I don't know, you can very easy create like quizzes on Instagram, on Facebook, to see if people really want to learn more about your topic. I mean, there are people who want to learn about the topic, but you have to be there in front of them. If, for example, you've got an audience or you've got people in your audience and in your network who want to learn about fondant, but you want to teach buttercream, then you have to kind of work hard to attract the ones who want who want to learn the buttercream. Maybe just encourage the one who are into fondant to swap and then get into your buttercream. Um, because once you start building some reputation, it's very easy to the first step is the hardest one. And to to go forward, you have to start, and the first few steps are the most difficult, because whenever you've got something super complicated to make, you get overwhelmed and you start, procrastinating. But when you break everything in small steps, it's more manageable. So if we look now at day 3, it's about crafting your message. So at this point, we should have the page, which we already talked about. If we go back into this page, let me just bring that into here. Okay, so at this point in day 3, you should have a similar page with this one where you will have your photos, the photo of the stuff you want to teach, and a lead generator. So at this point, you'll be able to start spreading the news that this is what I want to teach, and I'm going to create a course, and just get some encouragement for people you already know. And when you do it, it's going to be much, much easier to, you get more confident when you get a bit of feedback, because I'm pretty sure you've got some friends over there who will want to support you. It's going to be me supporting you, and other people who are joining the group will do the same. We are here actually to just encourage it with each other, and then just get the things going. So you will start crafting your message. So you will make a draft. I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT in case you haven't used it before, and how to start creating some content. Not necessarily you have to create the content, but the ChatGPT or whatever you use, if you use Gemini or whatever you use, it's going to help you polish, make that to sound super, super simple, readable, very easy to read, to scan, because people don't read anymore, they just scan. So it has to be super, super simple to read. And we will create about 10 compelling social posts just to generate some excitement about what you are going to come up with your course. So it's just enough for you to highlight some ideas, and then we'll show you how to use the artificial intelligence to come up with more like detailed posts, and then you can refine. That's the reason why it says draft. You make your draft, then you improve, and you ask for feedback from the group, for myself. If you want to just go onto your personal Google Sheet and upload um, the courses, then it will be fine, and I'm going to come up with some ideas. And then you schedule, so you either use some of those apps to automatically plan your posts in different platforms, or if you're going to stick to Facebook and Instagram, they've got that already available to you. All you have to do is to have a Google page, sorry, a business page on Facebook, and you can do it. And once you've got that material already created, then you can use that material to actually do daily updates on your Google My Business account. Good. Let's look at day 4. Now, on day 4, we outline the course. So we start thinking about the structure, and we start composing, and you will start uploading some links onto that personal Google Sheet. Um, just want to quickly show you. This is the concept I normally intend to say. It can help you to create your course, because you start with the concept and the knowledge. Okay, so you think, okay, this is the topic I want to teach. I know it's going to help. Don't think about the topic as a topic which is going to make me money. No, it's going to be a topic who is going to help someone overcome a problem. Because if you help someone to solve a problem, that person will be willing to pay you, and you automatically make money. But if you just come up with something which can be extraordinary, but you will not address that to the right audience, and people will not be willing to pay for it, you will make no money. So don't think about your course as a money maker. Think about your course as something which is going to help someone to solve a problem. So once you've got the concept and the knowledge, then you can go to the second step, which is appliances and tools, because you always need something, some equipment, some, some tools, some, if there are digital tools, or some devices in the kitchen, you need to get them. Plus, you need the consumables, all the ingredients, or all the stuff. Now, when it comes to creating a course, the course doesn't necessarily need to be about baking and decorating. There are many other things connected with cake, like teaching. So you can create a course teaching others how to teach in class or online. Is such a wide topic. And you can spend months just interacting with your audience, create a Facebook group and start putting things there and attract the audience, people who are looking to teach. My audience, for example, the one I'm trying to build is more uh, into creating the course because I'm passionate about uploading the content. I do a lot of content creation, but what I'm passionate about is creating the websites, creating the platforms, creating all those sales pages, the automation and marketing. And those are the things which I'm super excited about. And I know that it's not very easy to get to this stage. It took me like 4 years to get to the stage. So this is what I want to help you with. So if you want to help someone else to teach, then you can create the course how to teach cake. Okay. In that case, you don't necessarily need equipment in the kitchen, but you might need some apps or softwares. So, as I said, not always need to have like physical equipment. You might actually have some digital equipment included. Now, the key techniques and skills, literally at this section, at this step, you are going to refer to whatever people have to know in order to achieve a result. And then the last one will be examples and inspiration, where literally you help them to put into practice. It's like in here. So I've already explained you about the first, second, almost the third step. And we go on to the fourth, starting with the 22nd of July, when we put in practice what I've already talked about. But because I want you to understand and be able to replicate what we are doing in future, from the 22nd, we'll start doing like a recap. So what do we do on day one? What do we do on day two? So we'll just take day by day. We'll make very small, easy to swallow bits so that you don't get your throat um, stuck with too much information. Okay, so that was the four, the outline. Now, if we go on to the next one. Now, day five, that's going to be the last day of the first week. It will be lights and camera on because now you already know about how, what you should you should prepare, how you should do it, and how to record and what to record. So all you have to do is to teach in front of the camera, record audio and video, and then refine because you get this raw footage and all the copyright, but you have to put them all together. So you have to maybe trim some of the video. I'm going to share some very simple to use software so you can just work with your video. If you don't have already some apps to use, I'm going to give you some ideas. Then we are already into the weekend. You've got the Saturday and Sunday off. So we don't interact on the Saturday and Sunday. But that just gives you the time to catch up with whatever you've lost throughout the week and maybe even finish all the recordings. Now you might say, oh, but yeah, I mean, other people are having fun. Other people's other people are building memories while you are building your future. Okay. So you can create memories after you've got a very nice future in front of you and you know that you will have money coming in, then you can create memories. If you spend the time now to create memories, the future and keep postponing the future, it's going to be more and more difficult. So I would say leave them to enjoy now, their time, create memories, and then just work hard. You start building the future, and then you will have enough money to create great memories and just look back on them. Okay, now after the weekend, obviously on day six, that's going to be the Monday, second Monday of the challenge. We'll have another day dedicated to lights and camera on because this is the most time consuming thing. It's not the most difficult, but it's the most time consuming because you really want everything to be done properly. Now, when you record your videos, if you really want to do it flawless, Maybe you want to get a teleprompter. I don't know if that's going to be any use for you. And then just have the script in front of you. Just keep that in front of you and keep reading. You don't have money to buy a teleprompter. Just get a big, like an A1 sheet of paper. Write exactly what you want to say. Have that in front of the camera and then just execute. Even that doesn't sound great for you, what you can do is just record, you know, your work table without you being on a camera. And you can either overlap your image after and using a software and then explain what's going on, or literally don't show your face and you will be fine. As long as whatever you show, it looks great and it's super, super helpful to someone, they don't necessarily want to see your face. Your face can be recorded into an introductory video and I don't know, throughout the presentation, whatever. So you don't have to be all the time in the camera if that's going to be a bit stressful for you. Then we go to day 7 and we look at the power of resources, because along with your videos and audios, you might want to put things like ebooks or workbooks. I can help you with that. I can, if as long as you provide me with the PDFs, I can put them into an e-magazine. Again, it's not going to cost you anything. And then if you get everything done and design into a nice PDF, I can put it there. If not, we can just upload the PDF. So that's fine. And then obviously those materials would be downloadable, either if they're magazines or if they're just PDFs. Then you can also create quizzes. Now, the platform I'm using is great for creating quizzes, and I can just help you create one, but we'll have to stick to probably about 5 questions, not more, because it will take too much time and I have to do lots of things. So I can't really just dedicate too much time of the quiz for the quizzes, but you can do a quiz, and it doesn't have to be as part of the course, as it can be at the beginning of the course or right at the end, to make sure that people actually have learned and retain what you've taught them. Day 8 is about showcasing your expertise. So now we should have pretty much the whole material almost ready to go live. Now, again, another stage which is going to be quite time consuming, it will be to kind of polish, when you clean a window and or a mirror and you still see little, reflections which you don't really like how they look like, and you keep polishing. That's what we are going to do with the course. But at this point, you should have all the links uploaded on your personal Google document, for me to pick them and put them in the right page. And I've showed you the large page. Let me just go now on to that bit. Yeah. So the final sales page will look similar with this. Similar. Yeah. And this is just like a template for you to get inspired by. We'll talk about the benefits of taking your course. We'll put some nice photos, would be the photo of yourself with some description, maybe some reviews from customers. If you've already had some students, or if you have some friends who have learned something from you, or people who, you know, know you, and they can say some nice words with you. If you don't have yet reviews, we'll get some. um at this point in the course, I can give you a review that you are behaving in a very nice way because you've created so much material. um so we'll explain exactly what everything works. Now, you might not excuse me, you might not have modules because it's kind of a short time. We might not do things like, um, let me just see, where are we? We're here. You might not have time to create a variety of lessons with everything you want to explain. You might just want to focus on creating 3 lessons or 2 lessons, okay? And then all the other lessons can be added later. So you drip your course. So you get some enrollments, you give maybe even free access to lesson 1, then paid access to lesson 2. And to those who are going to pay you for the lesson 2, you say the next lesson is going to be ready for you to watch in a week time. Now, obviously, you can't really charge a fortune and not supply something. You have to provide some good material, but you can drip your course. So you don't have to stress, oh my God, I want to create this course, but it's a very long course. It's going to take like 15, 16 lessons, and I will have no time to complete. Never mind. We'll start with um, lesson one or maybe lesson two, the introductory part. Explain exactly what's all about, maybe just show the equipment or do something super exciting so that your students have a quick win. And then you start charging for the rest, and you only give one or two lessons, or maybe say you get access to one lesson per week. Or you say you don't get access to the next lesson till you don't send me the homework for the previous lesson. That's even better because you push them to do the work. But either way, at this point, as I said, we should have the sales page of the course ready. So if you have the course page, then you've got the instructor bio and you've got all the links, so people they will know how to connect with you, how they can pay you, because you will provide all of those accordingly with all the instructions I'm going to send. Again, to the final touches, you said, but I already know what we did wasn't final. I said, this polishing will take a lot of time. So we have to proofread again, because we always find that there is a better way to say, is a simple way so people can understand better what we are saying on our wording. So it's always good to read again and again with a clear mind from one day to the other. Ask others to read to see if they understand exactly the message you are going to send through your words. And keep polishing, and then prepare for the launch. So we are not going to launch the course. The sales page is going to be up, but the course will not be accessible for others to see anything from it. It will still be behind the scenes. Okay. And then on the launch day, we revisit the sales page, make sure everything looks right. And we revisit the course pages. So make sure that everything is right. All the links are working. We reread, we recheck to make sure it's all fine. And then we launch. The launching is literally just click on the button to make it public, okay? Because everything else, it will be prepared. Now, as I said, this, let me just go now to the front image. Okay. So what I'm going to say, just to reiterate, you literally just want to create the content, because I'm going to do all the digital work. So you don't have to panic. I'm going to show you how I do it, but you don't have to panic. You have to do the creation work. So I think it will be very easy, and I do hope having this description, it gave you an idea about what to expect. I'm going to obviously send the recording to you so you can rewatch it. And I'm also going to obviously send one of the documents, just part of the base Google document, which I said it does have the links for the Facebook group, for the YouTube, so that you can join, so that we can keep connecting throughout this period of time from the today's session up to the 22nd. And once you decide that you want to attend seriously, then you will get access to the complete document as it comes along. Because as I said, you will have to just follow that day by day with all the content you have to read and the things which you have to complete. To reassure you that you will have to create content in connection to whatever you will decide to teach. Okay. There is no panic. Whatever you feel comfortable of doing, it will be fine. It will be no pressure. As that if you only want to create a lesson, if you only want to kind of see how everything works and to join in, that's going to be fine. Um, I'm here to, excuse me, I'm here to help you. And in case that if you're wondering why do I do it for free, is actually the whole platform of the Academy of Cake Decorating, of baking cake decorating. All the courses are for free. I only charge for courses who are dedicated to professionals who are using the skills to make money. So at this point, you are not making any money. So I don't really want you to get stressed about paying anything. I want you to build confidence, and then if you will start making a bit of money, then you will want to have the second course and the third course and the fourth course, and then you will need some help, and I will be here to help you. If you don't have a website, you might want me to help you to build a website or to build your own platform, and why not have your own cake school? And then just teach your courses or just get others to teach the courses and you to just supervise the whole thing. um, so don't worry about me. I'm going to find a way to make money. At this point, all I want to do is to help you to create that course and get great and confident that you can create an amazing content, and you don't even know about that. And I want to encourage you to spend some time to create something for the future, and something to not just to be proud of, because I'm pretty sure whatever you do, you're already proud of, creating amazing stuff, but something to get you more than like a thank you, something to give in some money, and give you a bit of comfort for the fact that you've worked hard and you get a return on your the time you've invested. So it just seems that there are no questions. um don't know if everything it's clear or everything is kind of feels like overwhelming. If At least if you can if you can say that. But yeah, if you kind of yeah, it says about the niche. Yeah, if you get panic about finding the right audience, niche, tribe, or whatever you want to call it, think about what's the best, where can you sell hot dogs, where you will have the most success selling hot dogs. I just said hot dogs, but say sandwiches, whatever. It's whenever you go into a hungry market. Because if you go into a market which is already saturated, no one is going to buy your product. It can be the most amazing stuff if ever was produced. If you go into a market which is stuffed, or a market which really doesn't use that product, um, is it's pointless. It's like, but if you find your right student, then and your right niche, you will be fine, and I will help you do that. So I do hope to see you on the 22nd. I will send you the documents as promised, and looking forward to get you into the challenge. So thank you so much for joining today, and hope to see you soon.
Foxy Music.